And we are back with another movie review. I am here tonight to go see my press screening of Naked Gun Legacy sequel. I am so curious about this movie because I'm so interested to see how a 2025 audience adapts or accepts or denies comedy of that time, right? That slapstick, over-the-top parody, Mel Brooks, type of vibe. Like, does that brand of comedy work today? I'm so intrigued to see how it balances old school with new school and if it's consistent, right? This is a straight-up comedy. This isn't a horror comedy, action comedy, superhero comedy, rom-com comedy. This is straight-up comedy. Does that work in today's sensibilities? We're about to find out. I just hope to have a good time. I've seen the originals. I know the stories aren't the greatest, but they have a personality, they have a tone, and they're funny for that time. So we'll see what this film has to offer. If it's good, if it's bad, if it's somewhere in the middle, if I had a good time or a bad time, we'll see you all on the other side. Fingers crossed. And I am back after seeing the Naked Gun Legacy sequel starring Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, who, let's just jump right into it. Yeah, no, this isn't my, I think of that Spike Lee joke from the Oscars a couple years ago where he's like,
"Are you British?
Yeah.
Are you British?"
I am.
Let me give you a British answer. It was my cup of tea.
Yeah, parody. So as I went in, man, I was like, I'm so interested to see if those comedy beats work for me in today's, like, where I'm at as an individual, how I take in comedy. And it just, I don't have to say this, you guys know this. Comedy is very subjective. I think comedy and horror are like the most subjective genres in film. What I find scary, you might not. What you find funny, I might not. And yeah, a lot of these jokes just wasn't my speed. Now, I will say it is very much in the lane of the originals, and even with the casting of Liam Neeson. I was introduced to him in Darkman and Schindler's List. Like, he's a very serious actor, and the same thing with Leslie when they hired him to do airplanes and all that. Like, he was a very serious actor, and that was the gig. Like, that was the gag, I should say. Get a very serious actor to do these really ridiculous things. So I thought Liam did a good job in portraying someone that we have been so used to seeing. I mean, he's done comedies with Seth MacFarlane and, every now and then, but he's never done like a true and through comedy from beginning to end. And I thought he was fine. I really enjoy Pamela Anderson. Like, I like this resurgence that she's had in the last few years. She was in a drama last year that I thought that I didn't enjoy the movie too much, but I thought she was really solid. And I thought she was really, really good. And it was good to see her in the role that she plays. There were, I don't want to say I can count on my hand, but there was like a handful of times that the film did make me laugh. And it was more of like maybe this speaks to just my comedy, it was the more dirtier, more raunchier, riskier jokes. Like, obviously we're dealing with police, and there's a lot of stuff you can crack on in today's society about police and things they get away with and how they handle certain things. Like, those jokes land for me. I don't want to give all away the jokes, but there were some celebrities that we all looked up to that didn't turn out to be that good of a person, jokes that made their way into this film that I thought were pretty funny. And and this is in a trailer, there's a gag of like someone cleaning an oven. It was funny, but then this is where a lot of my criticisms come in. This is where my comedy kind of, like, when you go too far, when you keep going, and there's this ongoing joke that just feels like it ran its course. And there's a lot of that in this film where it's just like, okay, yeah, haha, cha-cha. Okay, can we move on? Can we get something more clever? So, and again, that's just my sensibilities. As far as the film goes, I mean, these movies aren't made for plot's sake, but the plot is interesting enough that kept me engaged as far as, literally poking fun of some of the more modern action movies that I enjoy. Like, there's some Mission Impossible gags that they make fun of. There's literally, the score is like pretty much almost a riff on Tenet. So there's like little things like that where they poke fun of modern comedy or action movies that I wish they would have leaned a little bit more into that and poke fun of some other stuff. But I don't want to put my audience, the people around me, like in the theater, I should say, seem to really enjoy it. But I also noticed that they were at a certain age group that really kind of maybe are more accustomed and miss that type of comedy. I don't know if people at a certain age will appreciate some of the comedic beats. It's just like not their cup of tea type of comedy. But anyway, we'll see. Again, comedy's very subjective. It's an hour and a half. I like that about it. It goes by pretty quickly. It doesn't overwhelm and stay, which I think some comedies do. So yeah, man, I think at the end of the day, just to simplify it, did it make me laugh? Sure, a couple times, but not as many times as I think it did or it intended it to do. So with that being said, I'm at like a 2.5 out of 5, but with the caveat, Airplane, Mel Brooks, Monty Python, the original Naked Gun. Like, if that's your cup of tea, you will have a blast, like a lot of the people in the theater had. But like I said, for me, I'm like more 21 Jump Street, scary movie. Like, I prefer, if you're gonna go slapstick over the top, give me some raunchiness. That's like just to let you guys know where my temperature is. So, yeah. With that being said, should you see it? Again, if that's your thing, go check it out and go support it. Because I will say, we need more comedies. We need more comedies. Put that on a t-shirt. But that's my thoughts on Naked Gun. 2.5 out of 5. Wasn't for me, but it might be for you. And if it is, I'm happy for you. We all need a good laugh. So let me know in the comments if you plan on seeing it, if you saw it, 'cause I believe the embargo for this won't be until a couple days, so as I'm recording this. But once you all have seen it, let me know what you liked, what you loved, what did you laugh at. Do you want to see more of this type of comedy moving forward, or should we maybe leave that type of comedy back in the 80s and 90s? But let me know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoy my commentary. More reviews coming soon. Like, share, consider subscribing. I'll catch you all on the next video.